What's up, guys? We'll give everybody a couple minutes here just to kind of hop on and everything. It's just going to be me tonight. I know Dan has a lot of filming and stuff that he's planning on getting done tonight. So it's going to be just me for tonight here with you guys. Oh, we got some people hopping on now. So we're going to be doing the final updates for the Crypto League. We'll have the final results tonight. I know Derek's been posting those, and then we will have signups for the new one. After that, it's probably going to be a quicker one tonight because I do have a lot of stuff I got to get done tonight. So it's probably going to be a quicker live stream, but we'll go right through it. So we'll give it just a couple minutes here to let everybody on. I actually have a message I got to check here real quick, and then we'll do it. All righty, let's see who we've got in here. Dimitri, what's going on, man? What's my predictions on Bitcoin, Doge, Cardano, and VeChain? All good projects. I love all of them. So we should do have a Dogecoin video coming out tomorrow. A lot of really, really cool news surrounding Dogecoin. Yeah, guys, that project continues just to exceed expectations. That just defies logic, basically. But hey, only in crypto, right? So we do have a really cool video coming out about Doge tomorrow. A lot of really, really bullish news. Can it hit $1? Who knows? Definitely watch that video tomorrow. But Bitcoin, I think 250,000 is kind of where I've got it pegged at. Cardano, I think could be a $10 project by the end of the year. It's been pumping the last couple of days, so that's been really good. And VeChain, I think $1 to $2 somewhere in there. It's hard to say exactly where, but I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility to go anywhere in there. I mean, that's one of those two. When that one goes, it really, really goes. So I think that I think that one has a possible $1 to $2 range for that. And I think long term it's going to go much higher than that. I think it's a phenomenal project. So let's see who else is on here. What's up, Dad? Bart's on here. What's going on, Bart? John says, happy Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Darren's on here. What's going on, Darren? Manuel's on here. What's going on? Let's see. Have you taken any profits on ETH and or Bitcoin? Not currently, no. So right now, ETH for me is a long-term hold. I mean, that's one right there. I don't know that I'll take any profits on. I thought about it when it was at 3,500, and as I predicted the other night, we were talking about, I thought 3,500 would be a really, really tough resistance for it, and it had proved to be. I haven't checked it here in the last few hours, so maybe it's finally crossed over that, and it did cross it a little bit, but it really wasn't able to push much above that, and that's something we were talking about the other night, basically saying that 35 would be kind of that psychological barrier, because previous to that, 1,700 was a really tough spot for it too. So, double that price point. So for me, I thought about it, but I don't know how much of a dip it's going to be. Now, I do know, my dad and I were talking back and forth on it. He actually did take some profits on his ETH, flipped the profit that he made that day over into a couple other projects that he's way up on again now. And now he's going to take those profits and be able to buy back into ETH. If it does dip down a little bit, which I think at some point it will, if it does dip back down, he'll be able to buy in with more buying power. So, worked out really well. And as far as Bitcoin, same thing. Those two right there, I probably won't do anything until we get closer to the end of the cycle. For ETH, at least until it gets to 10K. Once it hits 10K, I might start hedging my bets a little bit on it. But they're both long-term holds for me. And actually, Bitcoin is the one right now I'm trying to stack up more of, because I do think Bitcoin, it's imminent that it's hitting 75K. I mean, you look at the stock and flow chart and everything else, and it really is showing that Bitcoin should be at 75K within the next 3 weeks or so. So that's one for me that I'm really trying to just accumulate as much as I can before it gets, past that 60K mark again. New sub. Well, thank you. What do you think of ETH Classic? I mean, I don't have it personally. I think it's going to see pumps just because of Ethereum. It's kind of like these Bitcoin projects, Bitcoin Gold, Bitcoin SV. are they really a great project? No, but they're actually gonna get big pumps, mainly because they are associated with that name Bitcoin. Same idea with this, with Ethereum Classic. It's not one that I have. However, I do think that it's going to be bullish just because it kind of rides the coattails of Ethereum being the main factor for it. Why did the Doge cross the road? Its wiener was stuck in the chain. Jordan, what's up? David says, "What do you think about Earn?" I love Earn. David, we've got a video, a reaction video that we just did the other day on that project on Eternity Chain, and I really enjoyed doing that video because I'd heard of the project. A lot of people talking about it, but I'd never actually looked into it myself. And that was one I decided to do that for. And I'm really glad I did because I love that project. I actually went out after I filmed that video, did some more research on it, liked it even more. So I went and bought some. I'm a big fan of that project. I haven't really been able to kind of gauge where I think it's going to yet. I just think it's going up, especially when I was filming the video and I saw that it was down sitting around, I think it was like $19 when I was filming that video, and it had been previously almost as high as $70. That was my first indicator right there that this is a really good buy. I mean, it's literally like a third or a quarter of the price that it was, and it's a newer project, so it doesn't always mean anything. But it was way lower, and then since literally that video came out Monday, I filmed it on Sunday. So since then, it's up to, I think it was at $29 today. So it's already went way up. So yes, I think it's a great project. I'm really excited about that one. Plus, I mean, I love sports anyway. So anything that's dealing with that, and collectibles are so hot right now. It's not even funny. That's actually something my dad and I were talking about the other day. Just how hot collectibles are right now, and how long will that last? Jordan says Doge, man, Ethereum and Bitcoin is long term. Yeah, ETH and Bitcoin long term. Same with Cardano, Polkadot. Any of those top tier projects. And we're going to have a video coming out either the end of this week or next week, depending on kind of how everything shakes out. We're going to have a video coming out that talks kind of strategy in terms of, as the altcoin season really starts to heat up and everything, kind of general strategy in terms of where portfolio should be allocated and everything, strategies in terms of profit taking, all that type of stuff. What do you think of Theta and T-Fuel? Love them. Theta is one of my favorite projects. It's one of my biggest holdings that I have. Absolutely am a diehard Theta fan. I think that one has massive potential. Look, anytime that you have not only a great use case, they have a phenomenal use case with all of their live streaming and content, stuff that they have going on. But on top of that, the partnerships that they have that are literally within the space that they deal with, the fact that they have advisors on their board, such as Steve Chen, who's the co-founder of YouTube. They have the co-founder of Twitch on there. They have people from Verizon Wireless, like big names within those companies as part of their advisors. That's huge. So I really love that project. That's another one, again, I think is going to have a huge year this year, but 3 to 4 years from now during the next bull run, that could really be when that one starts to just absolutely, skyrocket as YouTube and other companies like that continue to just get bigger and bigger, and video consumption and content creation gets bigger. That project is going to be huge. Dimitri said he started with 14,000. Awesome. Oh, he says his portfolio is at 47K. I love it. Hey, again, only in crypto. It's one of those things that, you can start with. I mean, hey, 14,000 as a starting budget is actually pretty darn good, Dimitri. I mean, that's quite a bit to even be able to start with. A lot of people don't even start with that much. And to be able to grow it though that quickly, that's awesome. Let's see. So what do you buy in Doge USDC or Doge USDT? It probably depends on where you're getting it at, Jordan. Actually, it was announced today too. Gemini, for anybody that does use Gemini just started as of today trading not Bitcoin. Obviously, they trade Bitcoin, Dogecoin. So anybody that's a Gemini user that has been holding back on Doge, it's a little easier to get it on there probably than other places. So, that's another option for it. Again, that's all dependent on, do you want to invest in Doge or not? it's hard to argue with it at this point. I try to find every reason to argue with it because it's just so insane what's going on with it, but it just keeps on going. So let's see. Did I win the crypto fantasy challenge? Well, funny that you say that because Derek is here now and he says, did I get your PM on the final standings? Let me look. Let's see. Yep, right there. Oh, Derek, I just got your next one, your last one there too. So, reach out to me about the other one later as well, Derek. I hope all is well with that. Okay, final crypto standings right here. Oh man. Of course, I'm trying to pull it up on my phone, and it's like all super, super tiny. Oh, here we go. Okay. First place, we got Jonathan Holt. I don't know if Jonathan's on here or not, but Jonathan got first. Jordan came in second. Luis came in third. Dan was fourth. Paul was fifth. Derek was sixth. Bart was seventh. I was eighth. Dirk was ninth. Darren was 10th. And Tam was 11th. So, Jonathan, reach out to us. We have a prize for you. I don't know if you're on right now or not, but if you watch this after the fact, reach out to us. We'll get you taken care of on that. And then with that being said, guys, what we'll do, and it's going to be a quick live stream tonight because, like I said, I got a lot of stuff to get done tonight. What we're going to do tonight, though, is anybody that wants to sign up for the new Crypto Fantasy League, we will actually start that tonight. Okay, so anybody that doesn't know what it is, basically, it's all for fun. It's not anything where we're actually putting real money in or anything like that. This is all just for people to gain knowledge, do market research, stuff like that, to have fun with it and everything. But really, what we're doing is it's a 2-week challenge. Basically, the premise of it is you have $1,000 that you could invest, and you have to pick 5 projects. Okay. 5 projects. A week into it, you have the option to trade out of any of those for a different one if you so choose to. So a week from tonight, we'll have another live stream that will basically give everybody the opportunity to be able to trade out of that if they want to. So go ahead and start throwing your 5 projects in the chat there, guys, and we'll start getting those kind of on the spreadsheet and everything. We'll have Derek getting those on the spreadsheet for us tomorrow, and we'll start tracking them and everything. So just 5 projects, throw them up there, whatever you want. And like I said, no money involved in terms of on your guys' end. It's all for fun and everything. But the winner of the 2 weeks does get a prize. Let's see. David says also, what do you think has the biggest percentage gains this year? So something interesting we talked about while we're waiting for everybody to throw their projects in there and everything, what they want to do for the crypto league. One of the interesting things that we talked about on the stream the other night, a lot of people talking about how Ethereum was dead or it was taking too long or anything like that. If you look at it though, comparative to Bitcoin, the gains were like triple what Bitcoin has seen over the last year. So in terms of, I think in terms of overall wealth creation, I think Ethereum will reign supreme on that in terms of the most people that have the most to gain. I think ETH will be the big winner for that. Now, in terms of percentage gains for the year, probably Dogecoin. I mean, as crazy as it is, probably Doge or SafeMoon. I know had a massive pump. And we actually made a video about it the other day. I'm not a big fan of SafeMoon personally. I think it's kind of scammy. That's just kind of my opinion for it. I know some people loved the video the other day that we made about it. Some people didn't in the comments, and that's okay too. Everybody has their own preference for it. But from our standpoint, hey, if there's money to be made and you can make it, absolutely make it. But just as always, guys, be cautious what you're putting your money into. I mean, crypto in general, a lot of the reason that people are either scared to get in or don't want to invest is because they don't understand it. Okay. And at that point, it's not hard to convince somebody about Bitcoin or Ethereum or any of these larger ones like that because they have the use case. People can see the gains and they can see the long-term track record for it. They know it's volatile, but they can see the long-term track record. With other projects that are brand new like that, and it's totally speculative, especially at the very beginning. Trying to get anybody to invest their hard-earned money into something like that's going to be a lot harder. I mean, obviously, hey, you can't argue with the gains. So if there's gains to be made, make your money, but just always be very cautious what you're putting it into. What's your opinion on dividend cryptos for the long term? I don't think it's a bad option for it. I want it to be something where I just want crypto to stay as decentralized as possible. And anytime you get into things like dividends or anything like that, I mean, it's kind of similar to staking, right? I mean, it's very similar that way. But using the term dividends and everything, it kind of centralizes everything again, because that's what's associated with the stock market and everything. So, I think that, I don't necessarily have a problem with it. But like I said, I mean, there's things like staking and stuff like that can yield huge returns for people too. All right. Started with 300 and he's up to 3,000. That's awesome, man. That is awesome. Bullish on B Pro. We'll take a look at it. I'll make a note of it and we'll take a look at it. Hey, I haven't looked into it at all, so that could actually be a really good reaction video for us to be able to make. All right, let's see. Okay. Darren, for the Crypto Fantasy League, Darren is going with Matic, Theta, Digibyte, AGI, and VeChain. I like it. Can't argue with that list right there. Jordan's going with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Doge, Theta, and Ripple. Interesting going with Ripple. I do think Ripple's due for a big upswing. I think that that whole SEC lawsuit's looking much better for Ripple. A lot better now than it was 5-6 months ago. So it's not a bad pick. That's the thing with Ripple. Like that's the crazy thing is they had such a huge drop, but in terms of overall tech, Ripple may be one of the best cryptos out there. I mean, it probably has the best tech out of any crypto out there. They just obviously got a terrible rep there for a little while because of the whole SEC lawsuit. Now, if that comes back to be they're all free and clear, watch out because Ripple actually during the last bull run, Ripple actually surpassed ETH as number 2 there for a hot minute. So definitely watch out for it. Derek's going ETH, Binance, Doge, Cardano, and BAT. Dad's guy. I was just gonna say, Derek, you're gonna have to fight my dad for BAT. That's like his. That's like the favorite for him. Theta, ETH, VeChain, BAT, and Doge. See, the thing I can't figure on Doge because I was gonna put it in here, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna or not. Because the thing I can't figure with Doge, they're going to have obviously a huge, at least I would assume, because they already are having huge pumps, but I would assume that when Elon Musk goes on and hosts Saturday Night Live, the build up to that and then the after effect is going to be massive for Doge. The question is, can it sustain that for the full 2 weeks or even for the first week and then be able to trade it out for something? I don't know. Like that's the interesting thing that I'm struggling to figure out. Telcoin. Telcoin actually is a project I almost filmed the other day. There's a video coming for that. I almost filmed it the other day. Actually, that was going to be the video for today. And then with Chainlink having such a massive run up, I held off. But that's coming. ETH Cash, Solana, love Solana, Ripple, and VeChain. Pretty solid choices. Leroy's going ETH, Doge, Hoj, Pokeball, and Ethereum Classic. Ooh. Dimitri says Bitcoin, ETH, Doge, ADA, and VET. I like it. Cardano and VeChain. You can't go wrong with those. Derek says, been a roller coaster last 10 days. Got my picks in and going to call it. Everyone, good luck in the next tourney. Absolutely. Appreciate it, Derek. Guys, we'll let you know, obviously, how things are going throughout the whole thing. Derek is our master at keeping track of all the spreadsheet and everything for this. So he's the one that kind of keeps track and keeps everything going for us. So we certainly appreciate everything that he does for that. Bart goes ETH, Doge, Filecoin. I'm hoping Filecoin has some big weeks coming up. They're due. They everybody else been pumping. They kind of been just sitting there, and I've been accumulating it personally. So I'm hoping that hoping it's ready to go. OMG and Theta. I like it. VeChain Harmony. Oh, actually Harmony's another one we're getting ready to make a video about. Zilliqa, we're getting ready to make a video about. Anchor and Cardano. I like it. John's going ETH, Doge, VeChain, XRP, and Litecoin. I like it. All right. I'm going to pull up CoinMarketCap because a couple of these I'm not even 100% sure what the ticker for it is here. So I'm going to get mine posted here in just a second. There's a theme to mine, but I got to find the right there. And where's the last one I'm looking for right there? I guess there was only one of them that I actually needed the ticker for. All right. I'm going Bitcoin, Bitcoin SV, Link, Uniswap, and Aave. So the reason I went with Bitcoin SV, which we've never talked about on the channel, and I don't honestly know that we ever will, Bitcoin, I think, is gearing up. I think Bitcoin is gearing up for a huge run. 75K, I think, is imminent. I think once we break through that 60K mark and we can finally break through to that 65, which was the big struggle last time, we got to like 64 and some change and just couldn't quite get there. I think once we hit 65, it's all systems go. We're off to 75. At least I think so. So for me, I think Bitcoin, it's imminent that it is going, and I think it's going to start any day now. So I'm going with that. Bitcoin SV, purely speculation on this one. This is just kind of a fun thing that I think that because of Bitcoin, and if it grows like that, the media is going to be covering it. So people are going to start FOMOing in, and kind of what we talked about earlier with Ethereum Classic. Honestly, ETH Classic, I think gets a lot of pumps because people FOMO into the market that aren't sure how to buy Ethereum, and they accidentally buy Ethereum Classic, like somebody that's brand new and hasn't done it before. So I think that's going to be the same thing with Bitcoin SV. Or they'll see this as like a cheaper alternative. Like, hey, I can pick up a Bitcoin SV for, what's it even trading at right now? Where is it? Where'd it go? Well, I had it on here and I can't. Oh, there it is. Just over $400. So they might look at that and be like, hey, I can get that. And it's still associated with Bitcoin, or at least it's got the name and everything. So, that, and then Link, Uni, and, Aave, three of my favorite projects anyway, but they're all built on Ethereum. And for me, ETH, I think, is going to continue to run. I think it's absolutely going to keep crushing it. But I think anything that is built, that's a smart contract built on the Ethereum blockchain, I think is going to be pumping as well. So definitely something I'm very, very intrigued to watch here over the next coming weeks for it and everything. And I'm hoping ETH can just keep on crushing it. Let's see. My question earlier was, what is the actual difference between Doge USDC and Doge USD? One is US coin, the other is so USDT, Jordan, is actually US tether. So it's tethered to the US dollar. So that's basically just a stable coin. Same thing with USD coin. So USD coin is basically it's a stable coin. Depending on where Coinbase uses USDC on there, and I think you actually get like an APY from that, if I'm not mistaken, for it. So you can use either one of them as kind of like a hedge type of thing. So let's say that you are, let's say you're making huge profit. Okay, you made huge profit on Doge, let's just say, and you don't know if it's going to continue to keep going up. But you don't want to pull your market completely out of them. You don't want to pull all your money, I should say, out of the market. You want to leave it in there. Well, you would pull it out and trade it into like a USDC or a USDT, which both should be tethered very, very closely to the dollar. Like they never change more than a penny one way or another. So it's always like 99 cents, a dollar and a penny. So you put your money into that, wait for the prices to dip back down. and your money stays stable. Okay. So your money that you just made, let's say that you put in $500 and now it's worth 1,500. You pull that 1,500 and put it into USDT. That money stays there stable, doesn't do anything. And then once that market dips back down, or you find another project you want to buy, you can invest that and use that as a tradable currency to purchase that, rather than pulling it out of the market into your bank account and then having to put it back in. On KuCoin, there's so many Doge. Yeah. I think everybody is at this point is just trying to get as many Doge pairings as they can, because that's the big thing going right now. And and the thing is, like, the more I think about it, like, at first, like, it just baffled me and honestly frustrated me, like, how well Doge is doing and everything. I mean, hey, I love it, because if people are making money, that's the most important thing. But the other thing is, Doge is one of those things, like, it's literally taken on a life of its own. I mean, what other crypto out there right now is getting the kind of celebrity backing that Doge is? Nobody. So, I mean, maybe Bitcoin, just because it's the Mac Daddy, it's the one everybody knows about, and that's what the media really talks about. Well, Doge rising to number 4 in overall market cap, almost up to $100 billion valuation. That's become a lot less of a joke now, and people are actually taking it seriously. And you've got Mark Cuban saying it should be a serious form of currency and everything. With that, people start to take notice. Investors that aren't in crypto, it gets them really intrigued in the crypto space, and then it brings in more new people, which means more money in the market, which is going to continue to drive the market forward, and it gets more people furthering mass adoption. So at the end of the day, if Doge doesn't do anything else, it's bringing a whole bunch of people into the market and realizing that this is a lot better way to make money than the stock market. Leroy says, here's something I wish a YouTube channel would cover. Could you cover what exchanges require a memo put in when you trade? Some don't require and some do. There's hardly any videos to talk about. Yeah, we can make a video about that. Let me make myself a note real quick here. Perfect. Yeah, we'll make a video coming up on that, Leroy. Darren, what is your opinion of mines? I'm sure the ticker sounds really familiar, but let me take a look here. Give me 2 seconds. Let me get this pulled up on here, and I can tell you. Interesting. Actually, I haven't looked into this before yet, Darren. Let me see. Free your mind and get paid for creating content, driving traffic, and referring friends. A place to have open conversations and bring people together. Take back control of your social media. Mine's is the anti-Facebook that pays you for your time. Okay. Post videos, blogs, images, and statuses. Message and video chat securely with groups or directly with friends. Content through trending feeds. Okay, this is really interesting. At first glance, Darren, it's pretty cool. I like it. Maybe I'll make a video about that. Maybe that'll kind of be because I don't even see CoinMarketCap doesn't even have a market cap for it right now. So maybe it's brand new. So maybe it'll be. You know what? I'm going to add that to our Sunday video, Darren. So when I film that. Now, let's see. I'll film that Saturday night to come out Sunday. So on Sunday, we'll add that in as one of the projects on there, because I'll do a little more research on it. But so far, actually, I like it. Again, it's got use case. It deals in the social media space, which obviously is massive anyway. But it's solving a problem that a lot of people have with any of these giant ones. I mean, obviously Facebook, gets the worst rep out of anybody for it, but really all the social media sites are the same. Instagram is owned by Facebook at this point. So they're going to make those as similar as possible, even though they're two totally different types of platforms. Everything, logistically and everything is run the same. So very, very interesting. All right, let's see. Challenge of the Mighty says Chainlink, Anchor, ETH Classic, ADA, and Theta. Perfect. I love it. First live show with you. Love your content. How much do you know about NFTs? I have a song I want to make into an NFT. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, tell you what, reach out to me in terms of NFTs, because it is something that I'm learning more and more about it every single day. I mean, it's such a new topic. That's the thing. They've been around for a while, but it's something that has just kind of caught fire over the last little bit. So reach out to me, message me, and I'm happy to talk to you about it, because I think I think it's fun to learn together on stuff like that. I don't know exactly like from a song standpoint for it. But I've got a little bit of experience in other places for it. So it could be fun to just kind of, learn it together. I'm all about it, and that's the thing. That's what we're all about. We don't know everything about the crypto space, and we don't want to claim to. I just enjoy talking crypto. It's been a really successful venture over the last few years for it, and at the end of the day, it's all about just getting as much general knowledge out there as possible, and try to give as much good, valuable content as possible. And that's the one thing on here that we definitely don't want to do is we don't want to ever be shilling something at all, and we don't want to be talking about projects good or bad if we don't really truly believe in that. So that's why, like with the Safe Moon video, there's a lot of people that didn't like that video because I wasn't shilling their favorite project. But let's face it, Safe Moon is one of those projects everybody in social media right now is just shilling the crap out of Safe Moon. But is it really a legit project? It might be. I don't know. It's so new, it's hard to say. But for me, I'm not invested in it. And I would never want to tell you guys, hey, I love this project. I think it's great, when really I don't. I don't want to. I'm not going to be that person. So, but yeah, absolutely reach out, because I'd love to learn more and more about songs and how they work with NFTs and everything. So absolutely, always feel free to reach out. So. Guys, I think we've got everybody that has put their picks in for the Crypto Fantasy League. If you haven't, throw them in the chat, and we'll make sure that Derek gets them in there. We've got one more right here. He's got love crypto as well. Absolutely. Link, ADA, ETH, BNB, and DOT. So guys, Derek will get all of those in the spreadsheet for us tomorrow. We'll start tracking it, and then next Wednesday we will swap any of them out that you guys want to. With that being said, we're going to end this one for tonight, because I got a couple of videos that I got to get working on and got to get filmed. But we'll be back live again on Monday. So as always, appreciate all you guys showing up, and have a great rest of your night. We'll catch you in the next one. Definitely watch out for that Doge video tomorrow. Should be 1 p.m. Eastern. Really interesting stuff. Like I said, we're always going to keep it real with you guys. And hey, I was wrong about Doge. I'll be honest with that. Doge, I didn't think was going anywhere, and it defied all my expectations. And I know it's defying a lot of people's expectations. So it is what it is. It's awesome. A lot of people making a lot of money on it. And at the end of the day, that's the most important thing. So we'll end it there, guys, but definitely take a look at that video tomorrow.